Sorry, Dana, you took an incredible amount of heat in February for releasing John Fitch.
With the what?
You took a lot of heat for releasing John Fitch in February. Did you feel vindicated by what happened last night?
No, again, I'll say I have nothing against John Fitch. I never did. It was all hyped up bullshit, and I think John Fitch, used it as a little bit of ammo when he got cut, and tried to spin it that I hated him and all this other stuff, which was complete bullshit. But I felt that John Fitch was on the downside of his career. And then today, like after it happened, everybody was like, "You're right. Oh, you were right." All of that. Well, I wasn't right because I caught John Fitch. I said he went 1-2-1 since 2011, right? And I said, and he's on the downside of his career. He's 35 years old. He hasn't looked impressive at all. But I said, he'll be a world champion at the World Series of Fighting. I said, he'll go over there and win a title.
Did you actually go out of your way to watch that?
I did. Last night I went to dinner, and I came home, and everybody was texting me about that show that was on last night. So I literally pulled it up on the computer just as Fitch and what's his name were walking in.
What's his name? He fought for you, Josh Berkman.
Yeah. Berkman. Yeah, no, I know Berkman.
Yeah. Are you shocked by this?
Nothing shocks me anymore. I mean, there's so many upsets in MMA. Did I think Fitch was going to win? Yeah. I thought Fitch was going to win. I said Fitch is going to wrestle fuck him for 3 rounds and win the fight.
Are you interested in Berkman?
I like Josh Berkman very much. Another guy from season 2 of The Ultimate Fighter, and a great guy. Has always been a good kid, and I'm happy for him. And does anybody here disagree with me that Mazzagattis is a fucking toolbox? I mean, he literally did nothing. Fitch is out cold. And I saw some people talking shit on the internet today. Like, oh, well, BJ Penn held the choke for 5 more seconds, and somebody else, I can't remember who it was, rear naked chokes. If you fucking choke me, hold a rear naked choke for 5 more seconds. This fucking choke? Anybody who's ever done any jiu-jitsu, that thing does fucking damage. It hurts, and a guy's unconscious, and you're squeezing his neck. All this shit right here as hard as you can. You're a fucking idiot to think that a rear naked choke is the exact same as that front choke. And literally, when he goes limp and he's out. Then he rolls him fucking over, lets his head fucking flop to the thing, and then stands up over him. He's literally like this, standing up over him before Mazzagattis even fucking gets in the picture. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is going to keep this fucking guy around until he seriously hurts somebody. That guy is dangerous. He's dangerous.
You will be in Nevada on July 6th, one of your biggest shows. He will probably be reffing.
They'll make him the main event now. Right. Now, because I said this, the Nevada State Athletic Commission will give him the Silva fight.
Is that unfathomable? The fact that no one polices in our sport, the police officers, right? It's it's almost you can even say it's corrupt at this point. There's no penalty.
It's not corrupt. When you talk about the Nevada State Athletic Commission and the fact that they keep doing this, it's complete and total ego.
You think it's just because you keep complaining?
Yes,
they keep doing it.
Complaining, they will keep putting him front and center.
So on a show like that, it has nothing to do with you.
It's disgusting. At what point do you realize that this guy's an incompetent fool, and he's going to hurt somebody? So I wonder what's going to happen when somebody gets seriously hurt in a Mazzagattis fight. What are they going to write it off to? Anything can happen. This is a combat sport, and anything can happen. This guy is dangerous.
As a promoter, can you say that? Because some fighters can say they don't want. Brock Lesnar famously did it. Can you say you don't want him working on your show?
I can't. Fighters can.
Can you ask your fighters to do it?
Yeah, Would I?
Yeah.
Would I do what?
Would you ask your fighters, hey, please?
That's not right of me. You know what I mean? If a fighter feels comfortable with Steve Mazzagattis, let me tell you what. If I was a fighter, and I showed up that night and it said Steve, I'd be like, oh fucking hell no. One of two things are going to happen tonight. I'm either going to get hurt, or or this guy's going to do something stupid and screw up my fight. You know, but I would never tell a fighter to do that. It's up to the fighter whether, hey, maybe you're a fighter and you don't, you know. I couldn't believe that there were actually guys on the internet today debating on whether last night's stoppage was horrifying.
Is it because he didn't make the move to get in close and look that he stayed away that you're disgusted?
If you ever watch Mazzagatti ref a fight, he fucking stands there like this. He's doing his fucking grocery list, thinking about did he TiVo the fucking his favorite show. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. Or sometimes he'll go like this and start looking like this when they're not even fucking doing anything. When they're doing shit, he's not in there when he's supposed to be in there.
Unlike
the guy has no
tonight,
fucking idea what he's looking at. I said it a long time ago. The guy shouldn't even be watching MMA on television, let alone fucking reffing it. You know, everybody thinks, oh, he just fucking hates this guy. I don't even know the guy. He might be the nicest guy in the world. He might fucking, on weekends, might save small orphans from fucking disasters, for all I know. I don't know what the guy does. I don't know him at all. I know he should not be in a fucking cage reffing a fight.
And your passion for this is because you're worried that someone's going to get killed.
He's going to hurt somebody. He's either going to hurt somebody or he's going to continue to screw up guys' legacies. This is a fight. It's like we're talking about Roy Nelson tonight. Roy Nelson put his balls on the fucking table and rolled the dice tonight. He was on the last fight of his contract, right? That's what these guys do every time they step in the fucking octagon, whether they have a contract or not. You're as good as your last fight. I'm as good as my last fight, meaning the shows that I put on. You know what I mean? We all live in this world. This isn't baseball. It's not like, oh, shit, team, we lost tonight. That's all right. We have 300 more games this summer.
But if the Nevada State Athletic Commission is a government body, can you not bring a legal case against someone who is refereeing for them and show evidence that they are not worthy to be there?
Believe me when I tell you, we've sent the Nevada State Athletic Commission DVDs. It's like Steve Mazzagatti's greatest moments. You know, we continuously complain about this guy. You know, if the Nevada State Athletic Commission wants to keep him a referee, put him in the minor leagues and let him get some more work. If the guy really wants to be a ref that bad, put him in the minor leagues and let him do some work there and get some experience. He doesn't belong in the pros.
What has the commission said when you've approached them with this?
To me? Nothing. They don't give a shit.
Like, what could John Fitch do in this situation? Can he file a complaint over this?
Either Steve Mazzagatti is somebody's cousin or something, or it's 100% ego. They will not do it. The more I talk about it, he will be the referee now for Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman now.
But if you thought that you could...
Nobody's given this guy more opportunity than me.
But if you thought you could get him removed from being involved at all with any UFC event through the Nevada State Athletic Commission, would you take a civil suit against him?
I would do it in a minute. Yeah. I would do everything all I can do now is talk. You know? I don't know how many more times we can say it. I don't know how many more times this guy can just look bad and fuck up, and it's just fucking crazy, man.
You mentioned that it's ego, and it's almost comical that a guy like Big John McCarthy, he's unlicensed in Nevada, the guy that basically created refereeing, yet Mazzagatti's there, he's screwing up there. Can Mark Ratner, who came from the Nevada State Athletic Commission, not say, listen, man, come on, that's enough?
Well, everybody, you know, you'll hear people saying out there, oh, you know, the Nevada State Athletic Commission's in Zuffa's pocket, and they could do it. Yeah, okay. If the Nevada State Athletic Commission gave a shit what we thought, Mazzagatti would have been gone a long time ago. And Nevada State Athletic Commission is supposed to be the best in the country. It used to be. It's not anymore. It's not anymore.
If you can prove that he's putting your fighters' lives at risk, then surely you ought to be able to force something.
But how do you do that in a court where the judge and everybody else wouldn't even know what they were looking at? Let me tell you what. That's the problem with Mazzagatti. If you've never been in that fucking choke that John Fitch was in, he had his arms around his neck, big deal. Yeah, let somebody who's trained, strong, and has that choke on you the right way do it to you. Have him just do it to you for a second and see how you feel. I'm not talking about choke you unconscious and then keep holding it until he wants to let go. And you see Fitch's arms go dead. You see him go limp. Mazzagatti's standing in the corner, pick up some bread, fucking milk, right? Then he flips him over and is still on top of him with the choke, flips his head back, then stands above him and goes like this. And then you see Mazzagatti going, is he sleeping? I guess this fight's over, right? I mean, you couldn't explain that to somebody unless they'd been choked before, to know the difference between the two chokes.
As a result of this and other decisions, is it fair for you to say that Keith Kaiser is doing your state, Nevada, a disservice as commissioner, that he's not doing his job?
Ariel, shut up. You answer that question. Would you say, Ariel, would you say that Keith Kaiser is doing the state of Nevada a disservice by keeping Mazzagatti in there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. Stupid fucking question.
No one wants to hear it from me. No one wants to hear it from me.
No?
Dana, I think you could prove that to a court, though, yeah. Because I mean, actually, to be honest, I've never been in a guillotine choke, but I can tell when a guy is out unconscious and the referee still hasn't stepped in. I mean, I think you could, exercise your right to file a lawsuit and see what happens.
You know what? We've talked about this so many times, and I got a lot of lawyers and a lot of smart guys and guys who came off the commission. Nobody has ever said, you know what we can do? So I don't know if we can do that.